Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. So much love, everyone. All right, we'll connect to messages and go into Q&As as soon as possible. So, all right, much love, and here we go. Greetings. I am Raul. I can't say that properly here. I am with the Silver Pleiadians. Yes, your skies will light up in certain places of your Earth. Some might say it's extraterrestrial, some might say it's part of your Mother Earth energies, but realize we are very much involved with this change. It is part of allowing more fourth dimensional energies coming into your Earth. So most likely it will feel more of just Mother Earth going through her phases, basically. But mostly it will be an anomaly that will not be explained. As for when this is happening, this will come soon. That's all we can say. But it is also to give your Earth a charge, a high vibrational charge as it goes through a transition. This happens time and time again. There are the Northern Lights that do this constantly, and there are other ways of going about it. It is a harmonic energy. That's all we can say. That is all we have for you at this moment. Blessings. Greetings. I am Merlin. My energies are close to you as you allow more of the fourth dimensional energies transition to your cells, to your mind. There is a great deal of third dimensional thought patterns that goes into more of a higher vibration as you are stepping more into a new direction. Just be yourself, basically, because some of you would just switch yourself right on, some of you are already on, but just be what it is that brings happiness to you will eventually take you to a place, because realize think of yourself as you are making turns and you're doing this and that in your timeline, but eventually you'll make a shift where you are now connected more to another version of Earth, basically. Another version of you, for that matter. That is a higher vibration you. When it is time, it will trickle in, it will come in as it needs. Some of you are feeling it as it rains in, but then it stops to rain. It is because you are testing the waters. It is not fully ready for it yet, as many are not. But this transition will increase greatly. And to let you know, there are several versions of me that are connected to you often. So some sound differently. It doesn't really matter. And have a different point of view altogether, for that matter, also. I'm here for the duration of your connections. Whenever you are ready to connect.
All right. The first one to ask questions is Liz.
Hello, Merlin.
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay, talking about new versions of us. I do feel very, very disconnected from the 3D world, and as I look at it broader perspective, and it's really difficult for me to even communicate to others what I see, and I'm most intolerant of the small talks right now.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
could you tell me really what's going on? And
Well, yes. Well, for this to happen, for you to connect to your alien friends, you have to put the third dimension out of focus, basically. You're more connected to the fourth dimension, even fifth, but that is not always there to be fully understood. Even that is slightly blocked, because too much of that, you will have difficulties being here. So you're between worlds at this time, as you can see. I don't have to tell you that, though. But yes, the third dimension is out of focus. You focus in what you need to, but you focus most of it out. As for, this is for you to, you're mostly connected to your astral body. That's connected to humanity making great changes. So this is why you're halfway there, you're halfway with your body at this time. That's why it's difficult. Or I'm not sure if it's difficult, but it is. I believe next year will get more understanding. Most likely you'll see other realities form in front of you. From what I see. Gradually, not fully, but you will gradually see where you are. You might even see yourself on a ship. I mean, clearly. This might be just for a moment, though. That is a message.
thank you. And then my second question I would use to complement this one. As for seeing myself on the ship, I actually have seen myself on the ship a few times. Is there anything I could do to be more present in the ship, like exercises or any kind of action I should take?
Only thing I'm being told about that is focus on the feline. There are felines there somewhere. And apparently they're involved with the ship's security. Of course, there are other beings there, Nordic beings. But I see feline beings there also to bring assistance. Yes, it looks something like Star Trek in some regard. But I am being told to focus on that, those beings that you're connected to. A name most likely will come through also through your whatever name that needs to come through. And just focus on that being and just give it time. Most likely you will feel controls around you, and they also show projections, as they have a projection monitor where they go to certain places of the planet and other places, but mostly of this world, of what's going on. You might see a senator there, or government official, or go into the shadow realms of the planet. So you might see that also. So just the feline being, see where that takes you. Should be quite fast.
Okay, focus on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Or a being that you feel, or another being, but I believe this one will be very hopeful. So there might be others. So
yeah, I've been sensing them lately.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You
appreciate it.
Yes, next one is Kingsley. And I have his questions here.
Yes.
Do I have any messages?
Yes, you are querying your third eye, your third dimensional world. Well, to go into, it is what it is there. You are tuning yourself to, sometimes you go into 12th dimension for what I see. You're ever so slightly, you are connected to 12th times. You go right to 12. And it's difficult to hold that pattern. So sometimes it's up to you to visualize a higher vibrational energy around you to assist you on your power requests that you were looking for. I imagine you'll feel some kind of change, or at least you'll feel a presence around you for sure. Blessings.
All right. His next question is: When I was falling asleep, I have seen big reptile thing in front of me for a second.
Yes.
What was this?
I see his name as Nordak. I don't believe he is very friendly from what I can tell. Yes, reptilians they're very, what you are doing, you're changing the patterns around you. And so it's kicking off their control patterns they're trying to put on you, their control codes. You're also rewriting a lot of their codes. You're actually rewriting a lot of their codes, and they don't care much for that. Basically, they use codes to control humanity, at least to manipulate it. And you're healing a lot of that, not even knowing it. So they don't know what to think of you. So from what I see, it's a low vibrational being. There are positive ones around you also. From what I feel, that one was more just trying to bring some fear into you, from what I see at least, but I don't believe it's been successful. Blessings.
All right, thank you. Next one is Emmanuel.
Hello there, greetings.
Greetings.
Yes, so lately I've been going through just a crazy amount of depression and all the other things. They're just a mixture of things. And really fucking annoying, to be honest with you.
Of course.
And is there any like advice or messages or anything like that you can give me?
Meditate with light, use sun energies. If you can go into a meditative state in any kind, you can ask for assistance from the angels but you're connecting to the Earth's consciousness, and it's not going through. A lot of it has to do with greed, and you don't agree with that, and so you're feeling that vibration. You're fighting with it. It's like, I mean, you just don't want it. Beings around you say, well, don't you want this? Don't you want that? It's like, I don't want any of that. And so it leaves kind of a depression energy around you, from what I see, because it is a time of the holidays, and it's not exactly what you are looking for as for a present. You more want to open yourself up more. And to heal this is to look into that and to heal that, whoever it is that's bringing that energy to you. But look for greed, look for gift giving, and because some are very much into the gift giving energy, as you can see, and you can heal that energy. Possibly you'll feel better. It might just take some couple of days. Blessings.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Blessings.
All right, and it is me now, I believe.
Greetings. Yes.
Greetings, Merlin. I think we know each other from a long time ago.
Yes.
Well, is there any message from anyone on why I'm feeling the being Krishna? When I speak his name, I feel him in my energy field.
Yes.
I feel him within me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you ask? Is there anyone who has a message?
He's connected to your astral self. Krishna is in your astral self at this time. He's traveling with you, from what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, that energy is traveling with you, whirling through you. As for why you connected to why that decision was made, it's become. I think Krishna wants to remember how to be human, to remember these, so you see what you're going through, but also you're warning from Krishna's energy also. So I believe you made an agreement. I don't believe it will be very long. It's going to be for some time, from what it seems. But I believe it's healing energy for you, but also taking you to places that you have not been to, also in astral. Higher places in spirit, I see, that you have not been to, from what I feel.
Yeah, I can read him within my body, and I can feel him as part of me, actually.
Yes.
That our energy really close.
Yes. If you're the same at this time, yes.
Okay, that's cool to know. Then I was right.
Oh, yes, yes, it is. Sometimes it can be a little bit jarring because of that, or the other way around.
Okay, I will ask my questions my next question next time, and I will let Daria go for now because I have to do something. Sorry.
Hey there.
Greetings.
Is it Merlin? Merlin?
Yes, Merlin, not Merlin. Merlin.
Merlin. Hey there. Do you have any messages for me this evening?
I don't know. I see you with bunny ears. One moment. You are clearing out a lot of energies around you at this time. Negative energies, negative reptilians. You're throwing them out. You're also going to lower astral, from what I see, and clearing out. There actually is a bad Santa. It does exist, and apparently you threw him out. Also cleared his energy field. Let's put it that way. And you can say it has part of the greed energy. But I see you around bad Santa quite a bit.
Right.
Basically, it is putting a misconception on the people of what this holiday is all about. Or now you're needing the holiday altogether. So
yeah,
I see you
I
around
haven't
that.
been celebrating holidays at all, but it's cool to watch people get sucked into it.
Yes, I see you going to him face to face. I will not say you're going to a fist fight or anything, but in some ways you are in some cases.
Glove fight, right?
Yes.
So, thank you for that. And maybe you get to throw something from my funny pocket as well. And nothing about bunnies, unicorns, and such things.
Nothing.
Right?
One moment. Well, I do see. Well, I'm not sure if this is a funny pocket. This is what your guides went. They're showing you going into doorways that change color and the different dimensions. And you're going into like secret doorways that are connected to this earth. This is an astral. And you're taking individuals with you, and you're bringing people back. And you're bringing also old celebrities that have crossed over and bringing them back and having them visit people in their dreams, from what I see. As for a funny pocket, well, I do see you around. Who is this? One moment. I see his face, but he's not telling me who he is. One moment. It's what is Humphrey Bogart? I see you around him a lot recently.
Who?
He's an actor.
Humphrey what?
Humphrey Bogart, I believe that's his name.
Humphrey Bogart.
I think you're giving him some acting skills, from what I see.
Yeah, that's needed. I don't know who he is, but
When you look him up, most likely you'll see him somewhere around you.
Cool.
Elvis seems to roam around you also. There's also a female Elvis that's around you quite often.
Booby Elvis, cool.
A female Elvis, female.
Yeah. I said it. Yes, cool. That's very nice. And thank you. I'll connect to your energies later, and blessings.
Blessings.
All right, next one is Emmy.
Hello, Merlin. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
I wonder if you have any messages from my recent connections to Donald Trump in my dreams.
What I see is that you are putting. He's going into a new direction. It's not seen by others, but he is going to more of a positive direction. Now, others are going to see him as they want to, and that's fine. But he is going to a direction of actually spiritualism. Now, in his third dimensional self, it's unlikely, but possible. But it is, a lot of this cannot be said here from what I'm seeing, what I'm being told. But it is, you're taking him into a new vortex energy that has not been seen in a presidential situation ever. You're not alone. There are others involved, of course. But yes, the Earth is going to go, at least through the political world, in a whole other, as I say, only so much can be said here from what I see. It is a new age, basically, is coming.
I'll save it for a session with Ivan. And my next question is, well, I've been feeling kind of my energy's up and down, and recently they lightened up. I was just wondering if the studying of Secret Book of Thomas and the Nag Hammadi helped me.
Partly, it does seem like during this connection with Trump, also your energy has been interfered with slightly. So I don't believe looking at those studies, I believe that's a way of them to cover their tracks, to make you think it has something to do with that, but it seemed like another being had something to do with it. I believe it's an archon energy from what I see. It's trying to sabotage your vibrations. They're trying to hide themselves from us. I'll send them energy. But you can send it energy also. Most likely you will see it. It almost looks like a bat, but it's an archon vibration from what I see. So I believe what you're studying is not causing it. It is what is around you that is trying to cause mischief, what I see.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings to you.
Blessings. And I didn't get to ask my second question. I will ask it now. Sorry. Well, my second question is that around 4 days ago, I had a dream where someone in the dream, a demon kind of energy. I don't know if it was a demon, but it was dark energy that wanted to overpower me and take over me. And then it couldn't do it. And I said to it that my light is greater than your darkness. And then I said something I don't usually say. I said, my positive Ra is more powerful than your negative Ra. And then when I said that, my energy totally took over it, or just pushed it back, and it couldn't do anything because my energy expanded so much. Could you tell me who this was and why I said that?
I believe you're connecting to, well, this being was, I believe, an archon energy, possibly, is that being a fallen angel energy also. It seems to be a combination of the two. It is not fully identifying itself from what I see. It is very connected to the lower astral energies. It was there to trick your energy, trick you into going into the wrong direction, like a maze of confusion, at least mentally, to bring out more negative thoughts, to capture your mindset. And it was not. It does this for those that are usually drinking or in some kind of suicidal thought patterns. They can add more to that depression. Obviously, we're not in that state. That's another way for you to focus your energies, but you're connecting more to a higher vibrational energy. That is, you're connecting more to your higher self energy, from what I see. You just brought that down to you. You like activated it. Let's put it that way. I believe that one was healed also. Maybe not completely, but it did go into another, like, it's not fully healed, but it did, because it was possessed, from what I see, from other beings.
Okay. Well, after that happened, after he tried to close the door for me and I didn't let him close the door, I actually felt like he just was standing there when he couldn't do anything. He just stood there and did nothing. Like he was deactivated in a way.
Yes. Yes, correct.
Okay. Next one to ask questions is Nick. Thank you very much, by the way.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings, Merlin. Thank you for connecting.
Greetings.
My first question is, whatever can be shared publicly. About a week back, I did a particular practice to try to assist in recapturing parts of a person's soul and assist them in their crossing over, whatever parts and pieces of their soul that were still here to help with that transition. How was I successful in that practice?
I believe so. They're still slightly connected to this reality, but not as much anymore. So I believe most of the fractals have been, you say, reincarnated into more of the spirit world, but not entirely. There is some remnants of it I believe you can connect with, but I believe for the most part this one has been. Because it's still going through the emotions of this dimension. But for the most part, its consciousness has crossed over. But you might be able to feel that with the leftovers, basically.
Yeah. So I have some of that debris still.
Yes.
In my energy field. Yeah.
Yes.
And that makes sense.
That's to do another healing. Yes, do it just extra. You've already done this, but yes. Yes, this is a hard energy to remove because, I mean, it will eventually, but it has so much intensity. It's trying to hold on to this dimension. And basically you can like push it away back into light. It's trying to hold on through you, from what I see. So that's why it's actually come. And there's others also, but with you, because you're part of the healing process, it's kind of gripped onto you slightly. It's not interfering with you, from what I see, but it is trying to hold on to you for dear life. Fear has something to do with it.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'll put some work into that.
Yes, it shouldn't be too. It's yes. Blessings.
All right. Second question. Any messages from Spirit at this time?
One moment. Yes, your energies are connecting to the 12th dimensions as needed. As you go up the dimensions, you go to spirit where you need. You also in your astral, you go to spirit often to connect to those that need healing. They're brought to you, but you know that they're coming also. Of course, your human self isn't always aware, but the reason for this is so you are prepared for their visitation at third dimension, from what I see. And it's very active because you're bringing light to a lot of individuals at this time. That's the main message at this moment that can be said.
All right. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Merlin. Blessings.
Brian.
Hello.
Greetings.
This is Logan.
Yes.
I have a question about my dream that I had. It basically showed me some really, really horrible stuff, and this being was trying to make me look at it. And it was like mental torture. And can you explain to me why the being was doing this? Or why was it trying to do this?
I believe just to lower your vibration. You're sending a lot of light to many beings as you go through your life. You are connecting more to your higher self energies. And you're bringing a lot of assistance into the ascension energies because they see your future and this one is trying to deter you from going into your future. They have to try at least. They know they're going to fail for the most part, but they have to try anyway. They do this to others, but they're more successful. But for you, obviously not. So it's just a test, basically. So.
Well, it's a good thing I passed it. And
Oh, yeah. Yes.
My second question is: are there any messages from me, from my guides?
Well, you're fine. Well, they say not to be afraid, but yes, there's going to be situations like this. You just know you're going in the right direction. There is, yes, a lot of questionable beings here, and you are seeing the real world. As the majority of the society is not recognizing it, they're instead of being programmed by it. They're not ready to see who is here, but this is also to strengthen you. Because it doesn't mean you'll see it more, but there'll be times when you will, but you're always connected to the light. So, but it's also for you to see where the dark is going, what they are doing to others. Because most likely you'll connect to others that have been through the same situation there. So it all has its purpose. You will definitely never forget that. Because you will see it again, not by you, but others will see it also. Blessings.
Thank you. That is all.
Daniel.
Hello, Merlin.
Greetings.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, of course.
My first question, I felt this, there's this reptilian energy that goes by the name of Marduk or whatever, however you say it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him, I felt the idea of him being connected to this like notebook. I don't know if you're aware of the anime Death Note, where like you write things down and then like reality manifests itself so that a person dies a certain way or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this notebook I felt him connected to is kind of like that, except it's not really for killing or anything like that, but it's like he would write things down and they would happen to me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As far as that's what I've gotten. And I want to know, like, I've tried disconnecting my energy from it, so it's like he can't really do that stuff to me anymore, and I want to know just more about that whole situation in general.
Well, the way to, yes, it is like, it's connected to your root chakra from what I see. You can heal that energy, but another way to heal the situation, as for this notebook, you can, I'm not sure if you tried any of these, but you can visualize it disappearing. You can also visualize that notebook going into, well, you don't want to go to his energy, but, well, technically you could, basically so he can't find it, basically. But he's just using that as a way of, they're all trying methods to enter into your vibration, and they're using that at this point. But this one is, they're not saying how they received it. I believe they just had a telepathic connection with you, and they manifested this notebook connection from what I see. But you can also clear out all the pages, so every time they write something down, they can't even see it. And they won't manifest either, because they have to see it for it to work. So figure.
I mean,
yeah.
I remember my name being like written in blood or something as a way of to associate my energy from it, and I removed that, but I don't know. Apparently, I guess it wasn't enough, or what?
Well, it's, if you want to, yes, remove the rest of it. You can remove the whole notebook altogether. It is connected to your root chakra, so you most likely feel, it might be other chakras also. They just cut that cord, and most likely they'll lose their power there.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. My second question, I've been seeing this dark archon around like a lot of these Illuminati energies that have been around me lately. And I've been separating him from them because he was kind of holding them, at least some of them, it was holding hostage or whatever.
Yes.
And and so while I have removed a lot of his power just through intent, it's like I know he wants something from me, and it's like some kind of ancient Egyptian thing, and I want to really get an idea of how to properly, settle things with him so that we can just go our separate ways. Do you have any suggestions for that?
Well, I see the golden sun. I see Ra. So that your connection to Ra, he wants to connect to. Your knowledge of Ra is unique, and he wants to, you can say, erase that from. He wants to connect to it and erase it from you. Oh, he can't do that, but he's going to try. You connect to Ra's energy, most likely. It is a sun energy that he is connected. this Archon is trying to connect to, from what I see. That the
So,
Raw,
like,
yes, go ahead, please.
oh yes, so connecting to Raw will help me terminate things with him, basically.
Yes, your Raw connect to what is your connection to Raw, and most likely it will lead to your connection between Raw and this Archon, and then to break that connection between you and him, or you might be able to even diffuse him altogether, possibly remove him altogether.
Cool.
Possibly.
Thank you.
Yes,
hopefully. Thank you. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next one is Stephen.
Greetings, Stephen.
Stephen, are you there?
Does not seem to be there.
No, we can go on to Bobby.
Greetings, Merlin.
Greetings.
I've been doing working on shadow work and healing myself in order to release those energies and replace it with light. I've had like a blow up, over this past holiday with my family. So I think that's just some of the energies releasing. I don't think there'll be a running trend, but I've been told that my abilities are coming, but there's like a 10-year span on it. Is there something that I'm doing, or my energies that are, keeping it from trickling in any faster, or is it just a process that I'm just not compatible with the energy yet?
It's a process. You have to get used to it. It's just a gradual. It is better to take time with it. It's too fast. Because you're concentrating on the third dimensional existence, and too much of your power. Enough of it will come through where you can connect to bring more satisfaction as for your connections, and it'll get more powerful as need to. But basically just follow, what is it what of your abilities would like to enhance, and just work on that. And you can always go to other abilities also, but the one that you truly want to connect with. And you'd be surprised. It'll be, yes, 10 years makes sense, but that's for many here. But it will go as a process is needed.
Okay. And my second question is, thank you. My second question is, I just want to get confirmation. The Oversoul and the Higher Self, they're two different entity beings, correct? On the tree of life. And the Oversoul would be more connected with my incarnation, closer to me, than my higher self.
They're all connected to you, and they're connected to you in different ways. Let's put it that way. They're all still connected to you about the same. It's just a different connection. That's all.
Does my Oversoul have a message for me at the moment?
One moment. Yes, just allow yourself to grow. There is a slow process. You ask for it to be slow because too fast, you will miss the details that you are looking for in third dimension. Yes, the idea for it to go slow is there are parts of third dimension that you need to see. And if you had your energies fully connected to you, faster than you would, quickly, you will miss what your mission basically. Not to say you'll miss it completely, but there are details you'd like to heal, especially with your family and others. So that's why things are taking their time.
I see. Okay, thank you very much. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right, next one is, well, Steven, can you talk now? No, he's not there. Martin, I have his questions. Martin.
Yes.
Any messages for him?
Yes, he was in a crossroads. This next year, yes, is going to be very different. Most likely, you will see waves of beings at a glance, as his connection to extraterrestrials are going to increase greatly. He might even see timelines of what they're working on. And this is in possibly his third eye, most likely it'll be in his third eye, but it's also his senses. They're going to activate his senses so he can see more. This shows how connected he is to the Galactic Federation of Light. He's here to bring light. And some beings are not of the light, but they come to him anyway, as it is with the alien worlds. You're going to see all kinds of beings. But it is almost as if they're coming to him like a storm, but it's not a violent storm at all. It's just a lot of energy coming towards him. What we see. Blessings.
Second question. Is there anything hopeful Spirit can say about my relationships with women?
Just take your time. Well, take your time with it. There's a lot of. It's never supposed to be. Yes, there's difficulties. It's. What it seems like you never really chose the easy route, or the reason that you're connected to the certain females is because you're looking for. Was it the wildfire you're looking for? Something around that one I was seeing. And it's the energy that you're used to connecting. You're usually connecting to unstable women. Let's put it that way. That's what I'm saying. Make it more clear. So it's there for a reason. What do we do with that?
All right. Next one is Lucy.
Hello, Merlin. Can you hear me? Hi. Well, first I would like to know if the two reptiles that are stuck to me are off me, because I'm still sleeping forever. But I asked to have them removed.
I don't see them there. I see more angel energies around you. They were like vampire energies. They took a lot out of you, so it's going to be some time. You're going to be resting for a while.
I feel very tired.
But also, you are assisting the ascension and astral, and that's taking a lot of energy out of you also. So this combination.
I see. So, what do you see? Like, you know how you told the previous person what was coming up in the next year for them that would be new and different and cool?
Mm-hmm.
What will be new and different and cool in my life and coming up?
A moment. More comfortable with your abilities. Your healing ability will increase greatly in your next year. As for when, that'll take time. We're doing a lot of healing, so there's no rush with the healing energies. You're healing previous incarnations from what I see. You're not fully familiar with them, and it's not always needed to be. But I see several incarnations where you just went through hell from what I see, and you're healing that at this time. So there's layers of them that you're connected to at this moment. So that is something to look into. You don't necessarily, you might see what they are. They're not showing themselves to me. They're not showing themselves to me either. They're not. But you can heal what lifetimes that you need to heal. Possibly you will see they are truly not showing themselves. But they're there though. And that's another reason why I feel so disconnected from this reality. It's those other lifetimes. But yes, it's not being very clear at this moment. So nothing in the sorcery range that I'm supposed to be doing. Well, follow what you feel is right, but yes. The sorcery, yes. Follow what you feel, what you'd like to use. Yes. Okay. Your Mother Earth, yes, just let yourself go. And this is part of the healing process also. If you want to connect to Mother Earth's energy, and even connect to Mother Earth and give her a big hug and send your energies to the planet, please do so. And that should help you feel better in this dimension also, possibly. It does. And you did, and thank you very much, and bless you. Blessings.
All right. Next is Sheena.
Greetings to you.
Hello, Merlin.
Greetings.
So, how are you?
I am doing well.
Very good. Sorry if I sound a little strange, but there has happened some visitation. I had just an hour ago, something, hour and a half, I sometimes I get this electrical streams out of my eyes. Usually it's come from the one or the other one at the time, but now it came from both, and the color of this looks like electricity, like white light and blue, but now it changed, and it was swirling around all over me, all over the room, and especially my right hand, and the color was like very, very clear. It was beautiful blue and red and a little bit of green and yellow. You know.
Yes, I believe this is a elemental energy. A spirit energy from the elemental dimension, from what I see. You can say a fairy energy is what I see.
Yeah.
And I believe it's there to assist you, from what I see. From what I can pick up on, at least.
Yes. Yes, because, yeah, that will be my second question then, because my mother is like being manipulated, or, you know, I can say that. Yes. And, you know, she doesn't know how to take care of herself, to protect herself. I've tried to help her, but now I have to lock myself into the room because I want to be safe while I'm sleeping, because they have told her before. Yeah. Can you connect if this is from, you know, the witch that is having such hate towards me, or if it's something else?
Well, I see around your mother negative reptilian energies. And I believe this fairy energy that came in was there to protect you, from what I see. But your mother's also allowing these beings to come through. She has some connection with them. She's just not letting them go. She's kind of going into their minds, from what I see. She's playing with them, from what I can pick up on. She's truly, you can say part of it is her lonely side. Some of it's her dark side. I don't see her, she's getting attacked, but I don't see her fully getting, you know, I believe she'll survive, let's put it that way. But she's looking for something through these beings. She's not saying, of course, but I believe you will be fine, though. But they're using her to get to you at times, as I can see. Sometimes. But
yeah. Because she's
it's like old boyfriends, you could say. She's lonely. That's part of it.
Oh.
And if her ex-husband or ex is crossed over, either way, I see his energy there somewhere. So
oh yeah.
He has crossover.
Yeah, it's I think it's the love of her life or something.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because yeah.
It is a lover. She's going to go through it no matter what, it seems.
Yeah. It's just that she's really, you know, shooting this on me, and she told me that I was the daughter of Satan, and I was like, oh, and you are the mother then? And no, but she knew for this for a long time, and you know, she doesn't talk like that normally.
No,
but,
she's getting
slightly
possessed. Don't think anything of it. She's not letting go of this, as you can see. She's getting absorbed into their energies. It might get worse with her, possibly.
Yeah.
But then there'll be times when she just has no idea what you're talking about. So, for right now, yes, it's part of her soul contract. Also, she can change it, but she chooses not to, as you can tell.
Yes, there is nothing I can do about it. I just have to let her
protect yourself. Yes, it's part of your test and her test, and she will be fine. She will, when her time is to cross into spirit, I believe she'll be fine, but most likely she'll take them with her. But she's going to go back and forth, from what I see. But that's all right.
Okay. Thank you so much, and much love to you, and blessings.
Michelle.
Merlin. Greetings. So I had a really beautiful last few days. I spent time with a really good 20-year-long friendship. And I attuned her to the Holy Fire Reiki. And she's having a lot of huge life changes right now. So she would really appreciate a message for her highest good at this time.
Yeah, she's connecting more to her higher self energies. She's also, yes, connected to Yeshua's energy also. She's connected to him in the past. As for healing, she has had that healing ability before in her past, at a certain rate, at least. They're not saying at one time, what, either way. That energy does live with her. Basically, from spirits, to forgive herself. There are certain aspects of her life she's not very proud of, as everyone, but the more she forgives herself, heals her inner child, the more she will be able to let go of the past. As everyone is connected to a past to a certain degree, it does make you who you are, but you also can heal past mistakes so you can go forward. It's like turning the page in a book and just she's going into a new paradigm of herself for sure.
Sweet. Thank you very much. Yes. So the second question is for me, and I'm curious. We've had Catherine and I have had a very interesting long friendship. It's not always been easy. But so I'm curious to know about some more lifetimes where we may be connected and how we can continue to support each other.
Well,
in this lifetime.
I've seen, yes, the two of you as felines, alien felines in the past. There's also been male energies where the two of you are kind of fighting over this male in their incarnations. That's probably where some of this disconnect you get, because you're not always, it's not to say you're going through that now, but the past, you kind of remember in some ways your distrust for each other, but then you always made up. It's also Pleiadian incarnations, a great deal of those, that is really where your connection truly came in, is just trusting each other. And now you're in this dimension, and there's it's testing your friendship basically here. So just look at the positive sides of each other's character, basically. It's work. Yes, I say work on that, but there is this world is testing it, as you can see. But
well, it feels pretty beautiful right now. Yes. It's just I figured that we had traveled through lifetimes together.
Yes. There's only so much that is being mentioned. There's a lot that's not being said, but the Pleiadian energies is what you're connecting to now. So I would just concentrate on the positive and not worry about the past.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Much love.
Next one is Pete.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings, Merlin. It's nice to meet with you.
Yes.
Yeah. I would like to know. I have only two questions, but first one is that I would like to know if since I do use crystals and gems and crystals, and I was connecting to one of my smoky quartz crystals. I was wondering about if it had any messages with me at this time, and also if you could actually come in and connect and actually cleanse it out.
Of course. Yes, when you connect to my energies, as for a moment, just hearing myself. As for angelic energies along with my vibration. One moment. But as for your I'm hearing feedback. Let me connect. That is for your the one of your stones. It is actually very, I believe the smoky quartz you said is very Pleiadian, actually. It's actually, you can say it's a white fire, like a white fire with it. That energy there is to actually assisting you in your grounding, but also helping you with your travels, your astral travel. So having that near you as you sleep, some do sleep with their stones, of course, in a bag. It is something to try under their pillow. It is something to get. It helps you with your connection into astral. It's something to give a shot. It's up to you, of course. Blessings.
All right. Are you finished, Pete? Okay. Next one is Marvin. I have Marvin's questions. What messages do I have?
Marvin or Martin?
Marvin.
Marvin. 1 moment. One moment. Just be settled with your energies. There is a shift coming for visitation eventually. They're not saying who, but you are, as for physical, possibly. But there is a visitation coming, but just leave you with that. That's all they're allowed to say. It just cut me off. I believe you have several, but there's one main one coming. That's all they're saying. It's positive, but it's heavy.
Okay. And his next question is, did I incarnate during your time and did ever know or learn from you?
Yes, but it was... Yes, you learned from the tales of me. I don't believe we had an interaction from what I see, but we definitely had connection. You did connect to my energies, and Astral we connected during that time. But I was very protected during that moment. It was hard for me to get out a lot, at least socially. Let's put it that way. Blessings.
All right. And next one is Humberto, and I have his questions here.
Yes.
His first question is, will the past regression therapist Lee Mitchell be very beneficial in helping me release the emotional pain of a lifetime I had where I was rejected romantically? I want to know how good she is and if 1 or 2 sessions will be enough to last me the rest of my life, or if instead I will receive a lesser effect and should keep looking for another therapist. That was a lot of questions.
Well, I believe it is up to you. 3 or 4 sessions with this person. I believe 2 will be enough at first to see how you feel, but several others would probably be needed from what I see. I believe this one is good enough for a teacher, though, or for assisting this. But it is up to you, of course. You always make, if you're not feeling right about this connection, you can always move on, but I believe this will be satisfying from at least my perspective.
Okay, next question. In what year do you see Tara Mandela at retreat in Colorado getting and using free energy or anything like it other than solar panels for powering the facility?
Well, possibly 50 years from now. 50 years is what I'm being told. So that's all I have for that.
Okay, and next one is James, and she's asking if there is any messages for her from anyone. Jamie, Casablancas.
Yes, you meditate. One moment. With Metatron, Archangel Michael, whoever you feel comfortable with. Meditation energy is to basically clear your vibrations so you can... myself again. So you can basically ideas. One moment. The idea is to clear your energy. Basically to clear through your root chakra. Clear your chakras to your root. Your root has a lot of energies from the past that's causing you difficulties to see higher vibrations. So basically a chakra healing, basically. Is where all that's coming from. Where I'm going with all that. Blessings.
Okay, second question. Where am I going in Astral?
Angelic realms. I also see reptilians, but I believe I see you watching them, but not interfering with them. Watching them, understanding them, but not. You realize they have to follow their path. But I feel like you're connecting more to the angelic energies, worrying through the angelic mindset, and you're bringing that into your reality slowly, as if you're getting the angel mind of how they think is coming into your energy. I believe that's very, not always, because you understand why certain situations happen, and that's a fourth-dimensional mindset you're bringing into your vibration. There's other things that are going on, but that is what they want you to know at this time. Thanks.
Okay, next one is Brooke.
Rings, Brooke.
Can you unmute Brooke, or are you not able to do so?
Hey, sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My question is, I kind of skimped in my younger years on learning basic magic, and I'm wondering what the best route to take is on learning basic magic.
What is it that, whatever that is intriguing you the most, basically, that is where most of your power will go to. If it's several things, then to divide your energy up. But as for, I believe it's mostly teleportation, making things appear and disappear. As I see very strong with you, but whatever it is that get your attention, basically.
Okay, and then my follow-up question would be, do I need to do it in like a traditional pagan ritual-based way, or are there other ways to look into that would be better?
If you wish. I do see you reading minds, though. That's another thing that came through. So I believe the reading mind will, of course, with their permission, like if they have a thought and you can connect to that thought or whatever it might be. I do see you connecting with that pretty strong. As for what you'd like to use as for tools, follow what feels right. What is speaking to you, basically? Because your comfort zone will help your power open up more. Whatever it is that you're comfortable with.
I don't have one. That's why I was like hoping for a suggestion, but I'll find it.
Well, you will. That means you don't need any of it then. Just connect to what is your own abilities. You don't need tools then.
Okay. All right. Do you have any ideas for how to open blockages? I can't access any magic lately, and I was wondering if you had thoughts on how
That's
to
practice.
practice.
The dimension is causing a lot of difficulties for anyone to fully connect to their abilities. It is basically what ability you would like to activate and heal through your chakras to open that. It's going to take some time, but practice. It's practice. You're basically rewriting your DNA to a certain degree, so it takes time for that.
Well, thank you so much.
Blessings.
Next one is Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings.
So my first question is, since it's you, Merlin, I had a lot of success with a lot of psychic abilities, but when it comes to telekinesis, I was only successful with it one time. It was one of the earliest things I was actually successful with before everything else, but then I didn't have any more luck with it. I haven't really tried it that much. about this again, but before, but to someone else, but I've thought about it, and I'm basically, I've been thinking that maybe I've only needed to see it one time work to kind of have trust in the ability. I was wondering if you had any messages about that.
We have to truly want it to happen. You have to truly want this ability. It's like laws of attraction. To activate it, you have to put a lot of energy into it for it to fully activate. And this takes a lot of, it's a mental practice, basically. And it goes, and you will also open up to other vibrational dimensions as you do this, to a degree. But also let it flow, as if like a tree growing, your energy grows with you. So it's not an easy practice, but it's one that can be mastered.
And on that, when I tried to do it a few times unsuccessfully, and I saw things like start to move, and then they kind of snap back like Jello.
Yes.
Was I close?
Oh yes, you see, like your energy was bringing it back to. It's like to telling you to give it another shot. So you have like trick energy with you in some regard. It is not normally does that, but it is doing that because you're trying to teach yourself to do it more. So it's almost to aggravate you to a certain degree to put more effort into it, basically. Let's put it that way.
Okay. My second question is I talked to my 4D and 5D astral self about how it's been kind of going so crazy in astral, like busy, doing a lot of stuff, tiring me out in 3D, draining me in 3D basically. And it responded basically, when I asked it to rest and slow down, my 4D, 5D self responded, why don't you rest and slow down? Basically, what it's doing is very important and more important than my 3D life, yada yada. But my vessel is taking a huge toll from that in 3D. What do you suggest I do? Is it right? I mean,
you can always tell them to sit down and to just chill, take some time off. They have an ability to where they can not cut you off, but where you're not feeling all of this drainage. And they're not doing that. They're not saying why either. It's like disconnect you from at least the tension that's happening. And so only thing you can do is you can send their energies basically for them to calm down. You can probably feel them slowing down also. But that might even tire you out even more. But it's something to give a look into.
Yeah, that was when they responded.
Yes. Oh, yes. Keep doing it. Oh, you can visualize a couch and them laying on it and sleeping, and just put them somewhere. You can put it.
So I have to be persistent about it.
Well, you can also visualize. Someone's gonna get a laugh out of this. Visualize a Vegas hotel room, and put them there. Put one there. Put one in another one, and just have them relax. You can have some women there, whatever you want, just to chill them out. You most likely get a response to that. Yes.
Okay.
The idea is just.
I talked to him. I didn't think about visualization. That's
something.
Astral. I should have thought about that.
Yes, that's something to think about. And anybody can do this, but if you're feeling tired, just put your astral self in a vacation spot and just take it easy and see how that goes for you.
Thanks a lot.
Blessings.
Much love.
Thank you. And last question is from Pete. He didn't get to ask his second question.
Yes.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello, greetings. My connection got lost on there. My second question is that any fun messages from my guides or my galactic family?
Well, I'm going to tell you what they're showing me. Take it however you want. They show you like dressing up like a clown, but a nice one. And they show you just raising energies with that. Not here on the see on this world, it brings a lot of fear. But where you're going, it actually raises energies, happiness. It's very different than what is on this world. That's what you call a clown energy. And this is a vibration you connect to often to raise energies. At least that's what they're showing at this time. So it helps you bring a connection, especially if there's any tension. You bring that. I know on third dimension, it's kind of, they made it difficult for a clown energy to be here, as you can tell.
It's a tough crowd.
Yes, they made it very, they made the opposite of what's truly there for. It is there to raise spirits. And third dimension has added a lot of layers of unpleasantness, which is actually a sense of humor, a dark sense of humor with that. But it's also there to bring enlightenment. So
no wonder I've seen the show that constantly in my mind saying Ahmed, the dead terrorist.
Yes. Yeah, I see clowns all around you, but obviously higher dimensional clowns, just very, very positive. Not this as your Earth has it. So.
Alrighty. Blessings. Thank you, Merlin.
Much love, Merlin. That was it for tonight. We don't have any more questions.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing your magic here.
Yes, of course. Everyone has magic.
That is true. Blessings. See you in Astral.
All right. Anybody have a blessing at all? No, that's okay. We'll just get rolling.
Blessings, everyone. Much love.
Yes.
May the flames be with you all, within your hearts, and in your thoughts.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Blessings, everyone. And